calm after the storm. We take our collective breath after an incredible day one of the Easter Yearling Sales here at Inglis. And Caroline Searcy, Jonathan Darcy join me to dissect it all. And Caroline, $6 million lots. There was over 20 lots that were 750,000 plus. Unbelievable day.
Yeah, it certainly was. It lived up to all the expectations of day one here at Inglis Easter, as it usually does too when you are looking at the elite of the elite, and these blue-blooded colts and fillies certainly sold particularly well on day one. I think we're going to see even more fireworks on day two, but seeing a $1.5 million top seller, two $1.4 million yearlings and the other $1 million yearlings too. Well, Darcy, you'd have to say what a great start.
Look, it was. It was a huge build-up over the last couple of weeks. We've had a lot of the agents up in the Hunter Valley, and yeah, look, today was great. Obviously some great results. Those fillies sold really well, but we've got some outstanding fillies on the list for tomorrow, so I think they'll be fighting back against the colts. So no, really very happy. Obviously we've been selling a few horses that were passed in, and that's going to be our job for the next few hours tonight, but there's a lot of money in the room. I think people were just finding their feet there early in the day. As the sale got going, you could see that the strength of the market improved. So no, very happy with the way things have turned up this afternoon.
It was quite remarkable, the fillies, wasn't it? All around that 850, 900, 950 mark. As we review what's an unbelievable day thanks to ANZ Bloodstock News, those fillies were extraordinary. I was hoping a couple of them would get over the mill.
Yeah.
Be patient, Jason. They will be there tomorrow. Don't worry about that.
Exciting.
But that's it. I mean, I think a lot of the investors, they're a little bit scared off by some of those big colts who have got the big stallion syndicates buying them and the big trainers. So for investors, individual owners who are looking to buy elite bloodstock, fillies do represent great value because they can go on, not only win plenty of prize money, but their residual value is enormous. We're selling horses at the chairman's sale that are going to sell very, very well. Obviously, yearlings that have gone through and picked up black type after that.
Thoroughbred Breeders New South Wales bring us all the stats, and Caroline, we've been calculating a way to make sure that we've got it 100% right because, as you said, Darcy, there's a few that are being discussed at the moment. There was a few passed in lots, so hopefully our stats are ready so we can dissect it all.
Yeah, well, at the moment, currently, we're well ahead as far as the average is concerned. So it's around the $385,000 mark, up from $368,000 last year. The median is hovering around $300,000. In fact, at $300,000, up from $280 at the end of the sale last year. And of course, the great measure of success as well is the clearance rate at 80% after day one.
Look, we'll be building on that. I'm pretty confident we can get closer to 85, 86% in the next 24 hours. And look, the median's grown once again, up 20,000 on last year, average up 7 or 8%. It's quite phenomenal when you think of the growth in the Australian yearling market. I mean, this year so far, before today's selling, we're up $79, $80 million across the board for the yearling sale. So the money just keeps coming. Obviously, prize money is at record levels, but it just shows the confidence in the product that the breeders are putting in sales.
And it wasn't just Australian purchases too. Isn't it wonderful to have the international buyers back in the room?
Absolutely. Look, a lot of people have come out. We've got people from South Africa and Japan and Hong Kong and Europe and America. And one big factor today was getting the New Zealanders back. Brendan Joe Lindsay bought a filly there late in the sale for 900, 950,000. That was a super result. But just the traders there, we had a lot of the ready-to-race guys who are over from New Zealand. They were very instrumental in buying those horses from 100 to 250,000 horses. They're going to return here in October and sell at our ready-to-race sale.
Yeah, she was the top filly, the $950,000 Zoo Star Jolie Bay filly was the top filly. But Caroline, our top 3 lots, and in fact our top 6 lots, of course, were colts, the $1 million. Let's go through them. Lot 144 was the I Am Invincible out of Egyptian Symbol.
Yeah, indeed, $1.5 million from Crestfield to Kieran Ma Bloodstock, doing a great job, Kieran and Dave Eustace. The Schnitzels, say Bola V, $1.4 million, equal second top seller, of course, with the half to Artorias too. Let's have a look at the top seller in the ring. As I said, $1.5 million. A really good benchmark to start with for day one here. And we know, of course, this was the Egyptian Symbol colt. Crestfield, I know Wayne Bedgegood said to Jemma Cutting in an interview, never had as many X-ray hits on a yearling before. They've sold some rippers through the Easter Yearling Sale. And Liesel as well was saying she'd never been so confident of having a 7-figure yearling go through Crestfield too. So the first foal of Egyptian Symbol, who won the toy show, the Nivison, from the great mare Our Egyptian Rain. And I Am Invincible once again, Dar, sales ring gold.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, on the back of what Home Affairs has done this season, he won the Coolmore last season, trained on to win the Lightning. So it's no surprise to see, syndicates and trainers wanting to buy these really good colts by I'm Invincible. He's a freakishly talented stallion, and this is a really good pedigree. Obviously, Egyptian Symbol is a great race mare herself, Group 3 winner at the toy show. But her dam, Our Egyptian Rain, she was a champion race mare. You remember her, Richo?
Oh, absolutely. She won 2 Group 1s, but we were chatting about her during the show today. I think she was placed in over 10 Group 1s, and it was a frustration for the Begg family.
Absolutely.
Desperately running second and third all the time, but she was absolutely fantastic. So that was lot 144. Lot 90, this colt by Schnitzel. Were you expecting what we got to hear for this unbelievable colt?
I was. I mean, Arrowfield have done a super job. They really targeted Easter this year with some of their best stock, and I think that's borne out by the results they've had today. I was just talking to Paul. They've only got the 1 horse past him, which was very late in the sale. We'll get it sold shortly. But, Schnitzel's been such a superstar stallion. He's now starting to get those young horses coming through into the stud ranks as well. And this was just a really good moving colt. He's got a great head and eye, a really attractive colt. So he was always a horse that was on our radar, could make 7 figures, and so it proved.
And you had the magic touch because you had a young man who was in the auctioneering, and he did a beautiful job. He was the magic touch today, our man Brett.
He was. Look, I've got to say, I've got to pay homage to him. He did a great job. He was pretty nervous this morning, and Brett's been with us for about 9 years in the company, but his selling's been taken to another level the last 4 or 5 years, and he sold one for $950,000 in Melbourne, and we didn't let him forget it. So it was great to see him kick off today. I looked over in the corner, and his wife Bridget and son William were there, so I think that was very special for him, and I'm sure he's not finished yet. He's well on the board, so I think Rusty and I got a lot of ground to make up. We're going to run him down.
Yeah, great to see the big colt farms as well, or stallion farms, I'd have to say. Coolmore Start, of course, buying that Schnitzel. They've had success with Home Affairs being an I'm Invincible, but to see them buying, other stallions, because their mares, they have obviously a lot of mares buy, as we mentioned during the coverage, buy Fastnet Rock or in Costa or whatever. And if these colts succeed on the racetrack, then it is another avenue for them to breed from within their own operation.
Look, it is, and I mean, they want to buy colts that can win a Golden Slipper, can win a Coolmore Stud Stakes, can win a Guinea. So that's why you've got to buy them by the best stallions available, and that colt certainly ticked those boxes.
And Coolmore are at it again with lot 198, purchasing this colt by Written Tycoon. Once again for $1.4 million, the sweet spot.
Yeah, absolutely. Great to see the equal top 2 second place colts here on day 1. And this was, of course, the half-brother to Artorias from Vinery Stud. Gracie's lass doing another great job with this just outstanding individual. And again, a really forward type. We know Artorias was out and winning a Blue Diamond, but gee, I tell you what, the Group 1s he should have won, whether it may be the Caulfield Guineas or the Coolmore, just the way he rattled home from so far back. If this colt has half that turn of foot, he's in for a great racing career as well.
Absolutely, Caroline. I remember going to Vinery a couple of times with Chris Russell, who looks after the farm, and we saw this colt on a number of occasions, and he's just a standout. You walk into the paddock and he almost runs up to you. He's that forward, he's that mature, and so those sort of horses, you tend to think they're going to make good racehorses. They've got character, they've got presence, and Greg Perry's an amazing breeder. I think he was tempted to keep the colt, but I think Adam and Peter and all the team there were pretty keen to take him to the sale, and I hope he's happy with that result, because it really, I think, shows a lot about the way he breeds his horses, and he's been very successful. I hope, for the sake of the buyers, that he's successful again with this colt.
We see so much emotion in amongst all of the sales here, because all the hard work, not only for you, your team put together, but all the vendors putting together, and then the purchasers are trying to get the right one. So we got to showcase it all today. It's fascinating to watch.
It is. It's real theatre. I mean, you talk about reality TV. There is nothing like watching a horse sale unfold. As you say, you've got the young kids, the girls and boys who have been living with these horses and getting them ready for the sale for the last 10 or 12 weeks. You've got the breeders who invested millions, some of them, in service fees, in buying these mares off the track and getting to this stage. And then you've got all the trainers, the owners, the agents who are trying to buy them. So you go through a wealth of different emotions, and then to see the celebrations when A, the vendor sells a horse for good money, but B, the buyers are just as happy to take it home.
Yeah, well, we were lucky enough to convince Arrowfield to allow us to mic up their yearling manager, who took the lot 90 into the ring. The end result is $1.4 million. Check it out.
Oh, obviously there's always a bit of, you know, high pressure, that you don't let the horse go or injure it going down to the ring. But the satisfaction of having a horse of that sort of quality is always very rewarding. So yeah, I mean, obviously you feel the pressure, but it's a big reward at the end of the day after all the effort you put into the horses. He's a very nice horse, obviously. He's always been a very nice horse ever since coming into the barn. He's been a staff, very popular with the staff, and obviously very popular out here. So yeah, hopefully he gets the result that he deserves.
You happy?
Yeah, looks good. Righto, let's go. Just a tent, buddy, you all right? You all right? Let's just wait here, buddy. Good boy. You all right, mate? Do a couple of laps here. Go in the ring. You're all right, mate. Here we go. Come on, big fella. Oh, you're all right. Smile, buddy. Everyone's looking at you. Right, we're going into the chute. Oh boy. Here's a big fella. Let's go and have a look. You ready, buddy? Right, game time.
Outstanding individual. Up your sights. Well, he could go all the way, but you tell me today, is he worth his 7 figures? At 550 now, going to bet at 550 at 600 med, 650.
Good start, good start.
950. 1 million.
Congratulations, buddy.
1,000,003. You want another?
Currently the sale topper, mate.
Last time for 1.4 million.
Good job, mate. Good job, buddy. Hey. Hey. Boy. Good job, mate. Good job. Yeah, buddy. That was more than I thought. Hey. You can have a rest now. It's fantastic. It's a huge high. It's my first $1 million horse to put through the ring. It's fantastic. Great effort from the staff and everyone to put everything into breeding the horse, to raising it, to putting it to where it is now.
Yeah, he was a striking colt. Probably one of the nicest schnitzels in the sale. Schnitzel needs no introduction to what he's doing at the moment. Out of a Bernardini mare, which is always a positive. Yeah, a striking colt. You know, we're all here. Everyone's here this week to try and find those good colts that, you know, we want to turn into stallions. You know, he was a horse. He's one of the standouts in the sale, and listen, all the team really liked him. So fingers crossed.
Very happy that Coolmore bought him, and Coolmore liked him as much as we had hoped. So good luck for the future.
The Star Championships are coming.
And the Royal Rumble about to get underway. The light is on.
It's the grand finals of Australian racing.
And this is an annihilation. And Dave's lifting. He fends off Very Elegant, and Dave goes back to back. The Beast of Britain's done it.
The Star Championships. Royal Randwick, April 2nd and 9th.
Welcome back to our review of day one of the Inglis Easter Sale for 2022. I'm here with Treen Murphy from Sledmere Stud, who I spoke to earlier today. Treen, you saw this abscond Russian Revolution go through the ring, $850,000, and we were talking just before, this is a great result for the client because this is his only mare abscond.
Yeah, that's correct, Jemma. And look, it's so exciting because a lot of work goes into this, and to come down to Easter and get these huge results is so rewarding. To have one mare, all your eggs in one basket, and to get a good result like that is so rewarding, and we couldn't be happier for him.
And a November foal.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, this is a perfect sale because given time, I mean, that's what they need. So Easter was the perfect selection. And yeah, she came up absolutely perfect, and here we are.
We were talking also the Lonmo Eldana. This was a $625,000 buy for North Pole Pastoral. This was a filly and a great pinhook result. You purchased this filly as a weanling from the Shadwell Dispersal.
Yeah, that's right. And we went into this with a few partners and friends, and again, who would expect to be able to get a result like this, $625,000? I mean, we were absolutely blown away. These sorts of things just don't happen, and we ummed and ahed about whether we should come to Easter or if we go to Melbourne, and we couldn't quite decide, and I think the results have really paid off, and we're so excited.
8 from 8 through the ring today for Sledmere, sold and offered. You were talking again, we were discussing during the day, you come here with expectations, but it's always nice when you walk away and you feel like they've sold above and beyond what you did expect.
Yeah, that's right, and you know, to bring that number of horses down here, we have to be realistic. We obviously want to present the draft in the perfect way, and we have to get good results. And look, we were just really excited. I mean, to come down here and have all the buyers here was really encouraging, and we got really good feedback, and the results today have been outstanding.
And you felt when you were getting the feedback here on the complex the last 7 days that you started to really feel like your draft was being well received and you had brought the right horses here?
Yeah, that's right. And this begins way back at the farm when we have our on-farm inspections. I mean, that takes a lot of work, and it's nice to see everybody and get some feedback, but it's certainly nice to have all the internationals here supporting the sale, and Inglis have done an amazing job to get everybody here, and I think everybody's excited.
I know nothing quite tops when you topped the sale a couple of years ago. That was when COVID first hit and you celebrated from the couch at the virtual sale with your kids. It's nice to be here though to see people again, but you've had a long association with this sale, and so has Sledmere Stud. It's had a long history itself, the stud too.
Yeah, that's right. We've been established, well, the farm Sledmere's been set up since 1920. My great-grandfather set the farm up, and then my great-aunt took it over, Anne Raymond, and they were very dedicated to Inglis. They only sold at Inglis and started the sale with, I think, one horse participating and being sold through the Inglis sale, and here we are now with 17. I mean, it's just carrying on a family tradition, and Inglis gives that warm, fuzzy family feeling, so it's really nice.
You've got one of the sons here tonight too. What's his future hold? Is he going to be taking over Sledmere one day and here offering a draft in the future?
I think so. He's very keen. He gets up in the box. He's our lucky little charm. Jack and Ted both are really involved. They go out in the feed run. When at home, Jack's just started boarding school, so I've picked him up today, and he was very eager to get back here and to get back in the box, and thank goodness he did, because he brought a bit of luck.
And it's a great dynamic between yourself and Royston, husband and wife team. I mean, there's always strong support with family through these sales, but how do you two get along here? It's a long week together. It's a lot of pressure.
It is a lot of pressure, but we both have our roles. Well, Roy and I split up the farm a bit. He does the breeding season and the mares and foals, and I do a lot with the yearlings, and you know, it's great. We have a great working relationship, and it's great. At the end of the day, we can keep smiling, keep enjoying it, and yeah, we're pretty proud of where we've got to.
And he makes you do all the media as well.
Yes, that's correct. Here I am.
Well, thanks, Treen, for your time, and good luck for day two. You've got a few to look forward to tomorrow, obviously.
Yeah, that's right. We've got a really nice lineup of horses again tomorrow, so hopefully that good luck continues, and I can be standing here again tomorrow talking to you.
Oh, I know you'll try and avoid me, but that's okay. Look, go and enjoy a champagne in the pavilion.
I think that's exactly what we're going to do. Thank you.
Thanks, Treen. Back to you guys in the studio.
Great job, Jemma Cutting's been a key part of our team getting all the interviews, so they're off to have a champagne. You've got more work to do, haven't you?
Absolutely, we're going to go and sell some horses that have been passed in, Jace.
Yeah.
No rest for the wicked.
It doesn't stop, does it?
And that theme of we've got some nice horses to sell tomorrow, that seems to be a common theme. Everyone's excited about day two.
It is. Look, my humble opinion, I think the way the catalogue falls, day two is a stronger sale. I think we've got some outstanding fillies. We've got the Silent Sedition filly at Arrowfield. We've got the Rude Awakening filly at Newgate. They're both two absolutely world-class fillies. We've got the brother to Esther Jab, the slipper winner. Look, there's a lot to look forward to tomorrow. But yeah, it's good to be in the presence of you two, ladies and gentlemen, who have done such a good job today. I've heard plenty of feedback from a few of my friends who've been watching all day, so congratulations.
We're only just warming up because we'll be back tomorrow morning at 9:30, getting ready, of course, for 10 o'clock, where we're going to launch into an unbelievable day too, Caroline.
Yeah, looking forward to it. Some of these great lots still to go through Inglis Easter 2022, and we see all the action out the back here with these incredible horsemen and women and what they do with these young horses. It's quite outstanding. So looking forward to them guiding more future champions through the Riverside Sales Ring tomorrow.
And a big thank you to ANZ Bloodstock News for all your support. All right, we look forward to your company tomorrow, 9:30. We'll preview it all, day 2 of an unbelievable sale right here.